How long of an MMA career did you have?
I fought professionally for 5 years.
5 years, and you just recently stopped? Or
I stopped. My last fight was...
How do you keep your students or your clients motivated?
How do we keep them motivated? Relationship.
Make them run 10 miles?
That doesn't motivate.
I know.
No, we try to... We've all been there. The four of us, the four coaches, we've all been where these guys are at. And we try to just connect with them on a personal level. And then try to relay our experiences with these guys. And if they like what we're showing them, they stick around. If they don't, hey, it's a free country. You can go and go somewhere else. I've done it. I've trained with a lot of different people to get where I'm at, and that's just the nature of the beast. This sport's so new that guys kind of have to go around and get knowledge from different people. But we just try to treat our people, just like they're one of our friends, just like everybody else.
Typical training session like?
It depends what we're training, and depends on who's teaching. Like I said, we got 4 different coaches. My training sessions are more fight orientated. A lot of work really hard. Warm up for about probably 15-20 minutes, and then we'll get right into drilling. Drill for a good 45-50 minutes, almost an hour, and then we'll do some sparring. The majority of the training sessions are like that. The intensity level varies, but we work.
What does a SubFighter specialize in? Or what do you consider your strengths? Like
our strengths are the ground game.
Ground game.
We've got a really good boxing coach that has been working with us for the last
Jimmy?
6 months. Jimmy, you met Jimmy, yeah. Jimmy Jackson, 60 pro fights, been around a long time. Super good, but we're trying to develop the stand-up aspect of it. But, we've been, the group of guys that have been together, we've been probably 10 years. We've all been training together, and we've really specialized.
Do you think focusing too much on different mixed martial arts types can steer you away from your guys' strengths? Like, let's say your guys' strengths are BJJ or Muay Thai, but if you want to try to dabble in other things, would that help you lose focus? Or
You can. I will say it's important to know. It's important to know where you're coming from. If you're a ground person, it's important to know that. But it's also important to train other aspects to see where you're weak. Not necessarily if you're a jiu-jitsu guy. If you start training boxing for 3 months, you're not going to be a boxer. But you're a jiu-jitsu guy who knows how to box if he has to, but kind of the ins and outs of boxing to get it where you need to go. And in my opinion, that's what the training around and learning different things, that needs to be.
What advice would you give someone who wants to be a professional fighter?
Work hard. Work. You got to work very hard. You got to be really dedicated. We have a lot of guys that come in this gym that everybody wants to be a pro fighter, but fighting is a one-on-one thing. If I tell you you want to be a pro fighter, if I tell you to go work in a heavy bag for 10 rounds, and you don't have the focus to do 10 rounds in the heavy bag, then you don't have the focus to get in a cage against another guy that really wants to tear you apart. Work hard and focus is the main things.
Cool.
That's one of our clients right now.
Where would you recommend someone to start their base? Is there anything that you have a preference to, say, wrestling or Muay Thai, or what's the? If you were to stand by one thing and just say, start here first.
Well, I'm partial. I started in jiu-jitsu, and I'm sure if you talk to a boxer, they start boxing, or wrestlers.
So your background is jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, I started in jiu-jitsu, and I'm partial to it. There's a lot of guys that are starting in MMA. And that works too. I've learned one thing, training fighters, it really depends on the fighter. There's no set way to train a certain person. If they walk in that gym and you show them something, this is what he connects to, then that's where you have to start. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.